Sam, congratulations. This week you became the highest Bears T20 run scorer. Is that an accolade that you're incredibly proud of?
Yeah, certainly. I'm obviously certainly very honoured by that. You look at some of the names on the list, there's some quality players there. So to be in amongst them, at 25 is something that I never really thought when I first joined the club, but obviously very honoured to be on that list, and I guess definitely hungry to see how many more I can get.
You mentioned those illustrious names. Jonathan Trott is now third and Ian Bell is now second. They're two legendary Bears in a big legendary time for the club. Is that an honour to kind of bypass those two players?
It is, but you sort of take it with a grain of salt really, because obviously they played for England for so long. So if they were playing for the Bears in T20 and had more games for the Bears, you'd wonder how many they would have both got. So obviously it's nice, but what's more pleasing is that, as you say, it's all about contributing, putting Warwickshire in a position to win games of cricket. So yeah.
It's rather modest of you, but we did see Jonathan Trott this morning and he was keen to mention it. So he's aware that these records are broken, and at 25, there's still plenty of life left in you. There's plenty more runs left to score.
Yeah, definitely. As I say, when I first joined the club, it's not something that I would have thought was, I guess, possible or not, something I ever thought was on the cards. You turn up at a place like here and it's just all about doing your job. So if anything, it's a sign that I've been doing my job okay at the minute. But definitely, at 25, I'm definitely hungry for more. I still haven't got a T20 and personally, that's something that I want to tick off, definitely.
Did this record be on your horizon? Was this something you looked at and thought, I want to break that this year, or you just, kind of just bypassing it and waiting for it to come?
I wasn't made aware of it until last year, where you said I passed, I think a couple now, I think Ports and Trout. So it was never, I thought, something that was, definitely on the cards. As I say, I've been playing T20 for a little bit now, and it was never something I thought was, as I say before, on the cards. So you just turn up here and do your job, and then whatever will be. If I can continue putting performances on the board and for Warwickshire, then that's, I guess I'm happy that way.
Give us an insight into how you've done it.
For me, it's keeping things very, very simple. I think I've done a little bit of soul searching in T20. I think now it's probably changing perception of my T20 game and white ball game in general. Obviously, I missed out on a 100 deal for a couple of years now, obviously with COVID, and I guess now it's changing perception that I can score quickly, and it's not all about nurdling and accumulating. I still think that's a big strength of mine, but I guess now it's keeping things very simple and trying to take a front step forward and keep throwing punches. We talk about throwing punches here at the Bears, and I guess for me it's changing that perception now, and showing that I can clear the ropes and score quickly.
You mentioned the 100 as well. I presume you've got one eye on England in the future as well. If you're scoring that amount of runs at that rate, you must be on their radar.
Yeah, but it's something you not try to think about. You look at the white ball depth that England has, and it's incredibly strong. Some quality players who don't even make that starting 11. And I guess that shows how good English cricket is and how good of a place it is in at the moment. For me, I've sort of said to myself, I can continue putting performances in for Warwickshire. Everything else will take care of itself. So, I'm very happy with where my game is at, both white ball and red ball. And if I can continue going out there and scoring runs, then everything else will just take care of itself.